Hi, you guys. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today, I am honoring Scorpio season, my season. So, we are doing a pick a card reading. What is their secret? So, if you have a person in mind, you feel like their life is too perfect, you want to know what their secrets are, or if you're not sure you can trust them, or you're generally just being nosy, hold the person in your mind, ask the question, gaze over the cards, and see if you are being drawn to one in particular, and we will get started with the reading. Welcome, pile one, people who are drawn to pile one. This is their dirty little secret. Okay, pile one. Their secret is in their past, what I'm seeing is that this person has been deceptive about relationships in their life and their work life. So that's what I'm saying. And they may even be stories that are intertwined together in some way. But what I'm seeing is that this person has lied or deceives people about the real truth of how a situation went down with a lover that they had, or with some passion that they followed, or a job that they've had, like something about their career or their path has been lied about to other people. They are deceptive about it. They're not telling the full truth. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that this person may have had a lover stolen from them at some point, that maybe they say does not bother them, but deep down it does. It's either a work situation or a lover situation, or both intertwined with one another. That's what I'm seeing. And this person is not fully honest about that and how it affects them. I'm also seeing that this person has this past situation that bothers them. And this has to do with discontent and boredom that they feel in their life. And the reason why they have felt discontent and boredom in their life is because they're either family or people or someone has been handing them everything in their life. It seems like they have done very little work for what they have achieved, and they will never tell anybody that because they have a fear of how people will perceive them for that. And what I'm seeing is that because everything has been handed to them in their past, they feel discontent and boredom with their life. That is the truth about this person. I am also seeing here that this person finds self-worth from material wealth. The clothes that they wear, the things that they own, the money that they have, that's what I see. This person really celebrates that in their life, or they celebrate people, or they are attracted to partners who look like they have a lot, because this person values that or has been taught to value that. This person may have had a mother figure or a feminine figure in their life that really valued wealth. And so this person has learned it as a learned behavior. They have decided that that is what dictates a person's value. It is what they have and what they wear and what they look like. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing it is because of an early relationship to a feminine figure or a mother. So that's what I'm seeing this person's secret is. They have a couple different secrets really, but that's what I'm seeing. Oh, and also the other thing is that this person might have children or a mother figure in their lives that they kind of keep secret from other people. Like maybe they have kids with somebody who they don't really tell all of their partners about, or they have a relationship with their baby mama that they don't really tell people about, or that they keep on the DL or something like that. But there is some sort of mother issue that is kept secret from other people, and generally speaking, feeling discontent and bored with their life because everything has been handed to them. And also, or at least maybe they feel that way. Who knows if that's actually true, but this is just like what they think, And feeling like they have to deceive people about the life that they lived, the path that they've gone down, and the lovers that they have had for whatever reason, or also may have had a lover stolen from them. So that is this person's secret. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and that you learned more about your person, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's get started and see what is their secret. What I'm seeing for pile 2, their secret is they heavily fantasize about partnerships, about their true love, about their significant other, whatever it is. I feel like this person spends a lot of time thinking about this dream man or woman or counterpart that they desire. A lot of their energy goes into thinking about that. What I'm also seeing for pile 2 is that they attract greedy men in their lives. They attract men or masculine figures who are very greedy and take a lot more than they should. I'm hearing this is because of a father figure situation. There is some disruption in the father relationship that dictates why they attract such greedy men in their experiences. I'm feeling like what's happening is pile 2 often brings in men or people of authority that take far more than they should. And I'm seeing also that this person, pile 2, has this thing where they constantly compare their beauty to other people that they see online. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like this person gets caught in traps where they are obsessed with comparing what they look like or who they are, what they're showing off about themselves to other people, and comparing their sense of self and their self-worth, or discovering or dictating their sense of self-worth by comparing themselves to other people online. That's what I'm seeing for pile 2 is their secret. So basically, pile 2 heavily fantasizes about their dream partner and has issues, really struggles with men who take far too much from them, too much of their time, too much of their effort, too much of their psychic, metaphysical energy or whatever it is, and also compares themselves way too much to other people who they see online. That is pile 2's secret. So I hope you guys enjoy your reading. I hope you learn more about your person, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let's get started and see what this person's secret is. Pile 3, what I'm seeing for the people who resonate with pile 3, your person, their secret is that they have a fear of abandonment that runs deep in them. And they really struggle with, or they have tried to learn, and they struggled with in the past, maybe even in the present, with having faith in their life and how it unfolds. That's what I'm seeing. It's like they've really struggled with having faith that people will stick around because of this abandonment issue that they have dealt with in their life. I'm also seeing that pile 3, their secret is that they are trying very hard right now to give birth to a new part of their life. They're trying to create their life with a hands-on approach and really have faith in the changes that are happening. And instead of fearing the changes, they are trying to embrace them. That's what I'm seeing pile 3's secret is. They are actively trying to change their karma and to create the life of their dreams. I'm also saying that this person is really trying to find balance in their finances. So this could be something that pile 3 has struggled with before, is feeling like they've been had high swings of good and bad fortune in their finances, and they're trying to find balance in that, or they've come from a place of like a poverty mindset or a poverty experience in their life, and they're trying to create wealth in their life so that they can balance out this feeling of not having enough or feeling like whatever they have is going to leave their life. Whatever they have that makes them feel wealthy might leave their life. That's what I'm seeing for pile 3. So it just seems like this person, their secret that they may not talk about with people is that maybe this person actually comes off as very confident, and what you don't see about them is that they've really struggled with people, with abandonment, with feeling less than worthy, and they've really struggled with having faith in the journey and the mystery of life. It's like when things happen, they feel worried, they feel abandoned, they feel like it's not going to work out for them or whatever it is. So basically, if this person comes off as confident, their secret is that they have spent much of their life not confident at all, and they are trying really hard to change their life. And I'm also saying that this birth might be literal for them, so they could feel like, so it might be that their life is about to change dramatically by a birth. It could be someone they're giving birth to, or someone that they know is giving birth, or something like that. They may not even know about this yet, but what I'm seeing is like their karma is about to change because of giving birth to an actual human, or somebody giving birth to an actual human, or they are just trying to take control of their life and change their karma from poverty and abandonment into wealth and abundance. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, that's what I see for pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope that you learn more about your person, and I will see you in the next one. Welcome to pile 4's reading. Let's get started and see what pile 4's secret is that they don't share with others. What I'm seeing is that pile 4's secret is that they have had a lot of failure in their life, and they also fear failure is what I hear for you. So for pile 4, what I'm seeing is that they may have like a successful business now. They may make money now, but what I see is that they've actually had a lot of failure in their life when it comes to building that wealth, that finance, that job, that successful business, whatever it is. They have had a lot of failure, and people don't see that is what I'm seeing. They don't see all the times that they did not live that lifestyle, or that they made the wrong decisions, or whatever it is. That's what I'm seeing. I also see though that this person, maybe they haven't failed, but they fear failure, that they really fear that they are going to lose everything that they have worked for, and that they will completely become a failure at all of their desires when it comes to their career life, or their like home life, or like a home they've built or something like that. That's what I'm seeing. I also see that pile 4 has fantasies about leaving and starting over all the time. I feel that pile 4 really fantasizes about being looked up to in their life. I feel like they have this fantasy of either just like dropping everything and starting over in a new town, or they do this often, and it's because they just fantasize like letting go of whatever the past is that they hold in where they're from, or whatever, something like that. But I'm also saying that they have this fantasy of being looked up to by other people, either as like a religious figure, or like a counselor, or someone who has the answers. And so they fantasize about this, and they like to try to bring that persona to themselves, or show that persona to other people. The other thing I'm seeing for pile 4 is that they have high highs and low lows. This person could be manic depressive, bipolar, something like that, or maybe they just aren't diagnosed, but they just experience really high highs and low lows in their life. So they just go back and forth between like really loving and enjoying life and feeling great and being super productive, but then also experience loss and depression where they can't get out of bed for days, or something like that. But I am just seeing that this person really does struggle with their emotions, or they just really swing the pendulum in their emotions. I'm also seeing when it comes to their career, they've had a lot of opposition that I feel like people don't see, or don't realize that they've really had to push past circumstances and push through their past to create what they have now, or they fantasize about doing that, or they are currently doing that. That's what I'm seeing. So pile 4 is really just keeping the secret that they've put a lot more work into their life than what shows. And they really do fantasize about being a figure that people look up to. And they fantasize about just leaving. They fantasize about packing up and going and leaving everything behind just to start over again. And I also see that this person fantasizes like a lot about movies or like culture or something like that. Like they like to kind of channel like shows they've seen or characters that they know and kind of bring in that aspect into their personality or something like that. But they kind of just have like a fantasy prone mind is what I'm hearing. And they also, again, have high highs and low lows in their emotions. And so even if they seem like a happy person or that everything's perfect in their life, they have really struggled with a lot of depression and anxiety and other things like that. So that's what I'm saying pile 4 secret is. Hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Hope you learned more about your person, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to pile 5's reading. Let's get started and see what is pile 5's secret. What is their dirty little secret? Okay, what I'm seeing for pile 5, this person has like serious paranoia about losing the stability of their life. It's particularly surrounded with the idea of a home, losing their stability, losing their finances, having their home taken from them, or whatever they think is stable in their life taken from them. So it could be anything, but that's what I'm seeing, that this person's secret is that they are secretly very paranoid about losing their stability in life. And what I see is that this person desperately hopes to get control of their life in some way. I feel like this person really desperately tries to control their situation because of this paranoia that they have about losing everything. Now, this could be related to a partner or a father figure, or like be rooted in a relationship with a male is also what I'm seeing. But what I'm seeing is that this person secretly also envies people with strong male presences in their life. So people who have like a strong male counterpart, or in a relationship with a strong male, or a good relationship with their father or something like that. Like people with a really strong, stable male presence makes this person very envious because they desperately want that in their own life. And it seems like they are almost becoming a masculine figure, or like really focused on their masculine side because they fear this lack of stability that they have had in the past, or they're afraid it's going to happen again, or something like that is what I am seeing. This person has experienced extreme poverty in their life, and so they are very paranoid about going through that once again. I'm also seeing that this person, if they haven't like lost a home in their past or something like that, they've lost a father figure or they've lost a partner, and they really fear that happening again. So they're just very focused on the masculine presences in their life. That's what I'm seeing. So this person is just very controlling, or wants to be very controlling, because they don't want to lose what they've built for themselves. And I just see that this person is also very focused on their career and their home. So they might be worried about their home for some reason, or they just like don't want to move, or they feel like they're always being pushed around or something like that. And so they're trying to take control of their life again. And they envy people who don't have to do that. That's what I'm hearing. They envy people who have someone to take care of them, either like as a father figure or like I said, like a partnership. But they envy that if other people who have someone to take care of them, because they feel like they have to do that themselves. That's what I'm seeing. So for pile 5, that's their secret. Hope you enjoyed the reading and you learned more about this person, and I will see you guys in the next one. Welcome to pile 6. This is their reading. This is what their secret is. Pile 6 is secret. What I see for pile 6, this person, I should say, really struggles with purity. They struggle with keeping their body pure. They struggle with keeping their thoughts pure. That's what I'm seeing. I'm feeling that this person actually really struggles with changing their life. That's what I'm seeing. I also feel that this person really has failed in their life with having hope and healing and accessing healing. I see that this has to do particularly like in their love life for some reason. I'm just seeing that this person feels like they failed in their love life. They failed in like having hope in their healing or something like that. But basically it just seems like this person actually really struggles with healing in some way. So I feel like on one end, this person could just really be struggling with accessing healing and changing their life and their lifestyle or their diet or something like that. Or it showed up in their relationships and they feel like they're a failure in that aspect. But also I am seeing that this person might act like they are okay or act like they're good at these things when in reality they are not. And I'm also seeing that this person seems like they are always okay, like they're celebrating something, they're in a good mood, or there's this big breakthrough that's happened or something like that. But honestly, what I'm saying is that that's not the truth. They don't honor their truth or the truth of a situation. I am also seeing that this pile 6, a secret that they have is that they're actually kind of greedy and that they kind of take a lot more than they should. This could just be energetically. But for some reason, I'm also seeing food. But either way, it could just be energetically. But this person takes a lot more than they like let on to other people. And the way that they cover it up is by acting like they're givers. So it seems like they're really generous people, but in reality, they are taking a lot for themselves. And it seems like they almost are trying to make themselves feel better or deny that aspect of themselves by feeling like, oh, but I give so much to other people or something like that. It's just this weird situation where I'm seeing like they do one thing, but it's because they're hiding another thing behind the scenes. That's what I'm seeing. So I feel like a lot of this person's life is kind of a fantasy. Like people see one thing, but what's going on beneath the surface is totally different. And they really do struggle with either like substances, food, or just generally not feeling healed in their life or feeling like a lot of the same scenarios play out in their life, feeling like they failed in their love life or failed in their emotional healing or something like that. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, pile 6, that's their secret. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I hope that it helps you understand this person a little bit better, and I'll see you in the next one. Pile 7, let's get started and see what pile 7's secret is. So what I'm seeing for pile 7 is with this possession and the 8 of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is that this person fears or has anxiety around their possessions. So I'm also seeing that this person might have a lot of debt, or just they like fear losing their possessions or something like that. I'm seeing that this person has to work really hard because of this fear that they have surrounding their possessions or not having enough. I'm seeing also that this person has this interesting dynamic where they feel afraid that they aren't going to have the awareness they need when it comes to following their life path or following their purpose or finding their purpose. It seems like this person might be compromising what they do for a living because of a fear of not having enough or because of like a debt situation or something like that. that makes them feel like maybe they'll never find out what it is that they want to do, or they won't be able to answer the call of their true soul because of this situation, or because they're so concerned about being better in some way when it comes to their possessions or what they have or their money. I'm also seeing that this person might feel apathetic or indifferent, or cover feelings of envy with apathy and indifference, because they feel like a lack of pride in what they do or what they have. So it seems like this person's quite emotional deep down. And what I'm seeing is that they cover feelings of inadequacy with indifference or apathy, and that's their secret. But even though they're actually a very emotional person, that's the secret I'm seeing. It's like they actually are very emotional, but they cover up their emotions with apathy and indifference because they don't want people to see their lack of pride in themselves, or they have too much pride, so they cover up those feelings with apathy and indifference. That's what I'm seeing. But it does seem like this person feels chained by their circumstances for some reason. So they try to cover it up with other things, like, or even just cover it up with like talking a lot about anything that's not their problem or something like that. And they also might turn to religious things in order to like help them address their powerlessness, or they feel like deep down they're meant to be some sort of mentor, either religious or non-religious, doesn't matter. They feel like they're meant to be a mentor, but that they miss their calling, or that they're going to miss their calling because of a situation that they feel out of control of. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's Pile 7's secret. I hope that the reading resonates. I hope that this helped you learn about this person and have some compassion for them, and I will see you in the next one. All right, welcome to Pile 8's reading. Let's get started and see what is Pile 8 hiding from everybody. Okay, so what I'm seeing for Pile 8, the people of Pile 8, what they're hiding is, okay, so they have, like, they're trying to find happiness in their life. They're trying to find happiness. They're trying to find balance in their life. They're switching jobs left and right, back and forth, and just kind of trying to figure out, like, what makes them happy and sort out their work-life balance, sort out just balance in general. That's what I'm seeing. Some people in Pile 8 may just switch jobs around frequently because they're trying to find balance and happiness, and other people in Pile 8 have jobs that they keep secret. Like maybe they work a full-time job and then also have other projects on the side, or like other sources of income on the side that they don't want other people to know about for some reason. Maybe because they're not supposed to have a second job, maybe because they do something kind of sketchy to get that money, or whatever it is, but like something to do with their job is what Pile 8 is keeping secret. So it's either like the unhappiness that they have in the jobs that they have is a secret to others, or like I said, what they do is a secret to others. And for some reason, this person kind of just keeps it a secret that they move around in their work life a lot. And that generally speaking, they do have trouble with finding happiness and balance, or they're very focused on having happiness and balance in their work life. Another thing I'm seeing is that Pile 8, they may have, I'm hearing a couple of different things. Like some people in Pile 8, some people may have lost a child at some point that they keep secret from most people or everybody. They may have lost a child, or they may have experienced literal death in their life that is very difficult for them, or that they just decided to keep private because it's their business and nobody else's. And then of course I make this video, but so basically that's what I'm saying. It's like this person is just like, there's something about like them not telling about death that they've experienced in their own life. And for some reason, I'm feeling that for some people, it's a loss of a child, or it could be loss of a sibling, loss of a family member, or something like that. But if that doesn't resonate, what I also see is that for some people, they are having trouble with the transition of their life. they're having trouble trusting the mystery of life, or they're in a phase of their life where they have to trust the mystery. They have to trust the transition, and they don't know how it's going to turn out. And they are just letting their old selves die and trying to evolve into a higher self, into a higher sense of self. And they really just kind of have to, they just don't see how the path is going to unfold, but they really are being tested and trusting the path. And another thing I'm seeing is that this person is learning how to trust their emotions. They're learning how to trust their intuition. They're also learning how to control their emotions as well. So that may have been a problem for them in the past, where they just feel like emotionally out of control or emotionally volatile. And now they're trying to learn how to control their emotions and how to trust their intuition and really like use it for the better is what I'm seeing. And this person also might be very emotional and kind of keep that a secret. But basically what I'm seeing is that this person does have like something in their life that they kind of keep a secret to others, or they're just learning how to trust in their path that presents themselves in their life as they work to find a work-life balance and general happiness and balance in their life. So that's what I'm seeing for pile 8. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope you learned more about your person and you have some compassion for them. And I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to pile 9. Let's get started and see what is the secret that pile 9 hides from people. So what I see is that pile 9 actually really has struggled with anxiety, depression, turmoil, nightmarish life. Like that's what I'm seeing, is that this person has really struggled with that, and they're trying to ascend past that. They're letting that go, and they're trying to move beyond that and become the next version of themselves. I'm also seeing that this person is trying to gain wealth or develop wealth in their life through some sort of spiritual practice or something, a creative project that they have. Maybe it's mixed in with their creative project, like their spirituality or something like that. But what I'm seeing is that this person has a desire to create, has a desire of inspiration inside of them, and they're trying to turn that into money, into wealth. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that this person has recently decided to follow their dharma. They have found their path, they found their calling, and they are trying to move with it and create a new life for themselves. I'm also seeing that this person has a lot of hope right now that maybe they don't talk about. They really have hope for their future because it's been pretty bleak in their past. It seems like this person has hope for their future, and I feel like they're also hoping for a new job, or they're hoping for a new home, or maybe both of those things. But something about their financial, material wealth, or their home and job, they are just waiting and wishing for this break when it comes to experiencing something new in those areas of their life. They really just want to turn their inspirations into wealth and money and just follow their path. And it seems like they really, what I'm also seeing is that this person actually might struggle with anxiety now about accomplishing that. So it's like they're on this path to ascension. They've found what they feel is their purpose, what they feel inspired by. And they do experience from time to time a lot of anxiety when it comes to whether or not they are sure this will work out. So it's like they struggle between having anxiety and having hope that their dreams will come true and that they'll be able to follow their life path the way that they want to, or the way that they're supposed to, or whatever. And I also just see that this person really does desire to build wealth from their creativity or their creative projects. And they're just trying to keep the faith right now that it's going to work out for them, because there is some turmoil that keeps them up at night. Like, what if this doesn't work out, basically, is what I'm seeing. But yeah, so this person just really hopes that they can get it, that they can make this creative project their full-time gig, or they really hope that it'll bring them enough wealth to take on this new job full-time. Or I'm also hearing a home for some reason, like they want to buy a home or something like that. But basically just build their own wealth in their life. And they're really hoping and praying that this works out for them, because it is their greatest desire. So that's what I'm seeing for pile 9. Hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Hope you learned more about your person, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, welcome to pile 10 secrets. Let's see what pile 10 is hiding from the rest of us. Okay, pile 10, what I'm seeing is that this person is kind of lazy, honestly. I feel like they're kind of lazy. Some of those people, actually, I'll say some people are kind of lazy in pile 10. And the other half of people in pile 10 really desire to be retired, or they like really desire to not work any longer, and they wish they were able to relax. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like they just wish that they could relax and quit their jobs and stop their career and just either retire or work on the things that they do value in their life or whatever. That's what I'm seeing as the first secret of pile 10. They don't want to work as hard as they are, or they pretend to work hard and they actually are not very productive, and they're kind of lazy. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that this person has a lot of anger in their inside. Like they actually really struggle with a lot of anger, and it might come out in bursts with people. Like maybe they don't come off that way all the time, but they'll just have like bursts of anger really randomly when they're communicating with people. And the reason why this is happening is because this person feels extremely out of control in their life. They feel like they do not have control over their own lives. So they just get really upset and they take it out on other people from time to time. This is their secret. And I also just feel unrelated, like something to do with their work. Like they just don't want to be working and they want to relax more. They want to like be lazy and stuff like that. That's what I'm seeing this person is hiding from everyone else. I'm also seeing that this person has a lot of inner conflict that they are dealing with, and like a lot of hatred that they deal with. So it's like, I don't know if it's hatred of other people or hatred of just like aspects of themselves, or like denying the hatred that they have in themselves for something. I don't know, but something in this person is very, very conflicted, and it causes these bursts of anger that come out in them. And also like they just feel like their life is out of their control. Like they wish they were doing one thing and instead they are stuck doing something else, and it really sucks and it bothers them. And I just feel like they're ready to stop. Like that's really it. They're just ready to stop. They don't want to keep going anymore. They're ready to stop. They're ready to relax. They're ready to be lazy. And for whatever reason, they cannot do that, and it makes them feel anger inside. So that's what I'm saying is pile 10 secret. I hope you guys enjoy the reading. I hope you can have some sympathy for this person, some compassion, and I'll see you in the next one.